How did Prince Harry go from being indifferent to at the Jamaica wedding, to wanting to marry her? A lot of healthy relationships start out intense, but then develop more gradually as the two people get to know each other. That's why at the beginning of a relationship with an arc it's so exciting, they lay it on thick. Little notes left everywhere, gifts, lots of texts, tons of compliments and the feeling that you are the most important person in the world. At some point, as this is unhealthy, the victim, Harry, is going to back off. It starts to feel like too much. I believe Harry either broke it off, or tried to lay down some boundaries. This does not go down well with the narc. Panic sets in. Megs was prepared to do whatever it took to stay in his line of sight, and this needed to be done quickly. Here's where Meghan began her surprise appearances that were intended to manipulate Harry into spending more time with her, and less time with others or alone. She took a private jet to the Inskip wedding in Jamaica. We've all seen how that turned out. Harry ignored her. She left the next morning on her own. She also kept turning up at the Invictus Games with Marcus, without tickets, until Harry had them escorted out by his security team. Megsy always knows where the camera is. Because of her low self-esteem and insecurities, she fell back on what came most naturally to her, seducing him. I don't mean just sex. Although I'm sure there was lots and lots of that. For an arc, seducing someone is also manipulation by going to extreme lengths to show what they assume the other partner needs to feel. Harry, being the spare and not the heir, was probably holding resentment and insecurities from that, so Meghan used that. She proceeded to make him feel like the most valuable, wanted, brightest, most desired man in the world. A very heady feeling, especially from a beautiful woman who showed signs of intelligence and savvy. Harry is, by nature, probably somewhat sensitive. So Meghan pulled the guilt card. Look at what I've done for you. I've flown here just to be with you. I love you. Blah, blah, blah. To someone who always feels lesser than, this would have been appealing to Harry. And Meghan wouldn't have felt the least bit guilty herself for doing this. She has no empathy. What was Harry's future with BP? He would never be king, he was unhappy. Oh, he had charities, but those had perhaps been less and less fulfilling. What was the outside world like? I can help you, said Meghan. We'll build a family, I know how to build a business. You'll be number one, you'll be your own man. You deserve more than what you're getting with the RF. You should be valued more. Aren't you sick of standing in William's shadow? Let me help you. Stalking, seducing, guilting and giving hope. The thing that's sad is that if Harry had been emotionally healthy, the entire thing would have stopped at the stalking. That's a dead giveaway to retreat. At any rate, who knows if this is actually what happened, but other than a voodoo curse or a witch's spell, I cannot for the life of me understand any other way Meghan turned everything around at the end and became Harry's wife and the mother of his child. Prince Harry and Princess Pinocchio Meghan Markle have lived in the headlines ever since their sensationally tasteless move known round the world as Megxit. That feat was a resounding rejection of his family, the crown, and the country. They quit for this reason, money. In their own words, they craved, needed, and coveted financial freedom.